friends, my name is Kate Mercy. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do some trash picking. We're going to go through all of the beauty and skincare products that I use to make myself feel good, to keep myself clean. And I'm going to tell you whether I would recommend them or repurchase them. Let's get going. I do want to put out a disclaimer before we get started. I did not use all of these products within 1 month. This has been several months of me utilizing products. So I just want that to be clear that I am not like flying through these products necessarily. Some products I use quicker than others, and that really depends on how we use them, when we use them, those types of things. So I just wanted to clarify that this has been a span of months. So with that being said, I went through 2 things of body wash, neither of which I would recommend if you have sensitive skin or if you have dry skin. No, just don't find that it's super hydrating for my skin type. The other thing to bear in mind is that there are some alcohols in here and some other drying agents in here, which I could live without. So I would not repurchase this. As for this one, kind of along the same lines, which is so strange because it was specifically supposed to be a moisturizing product, and I found that my skin is dry and flaky. I actually just finished this up, and I think I might be allergic to something in here because my skin has been especially itchy. I would just not repurchase this. I didn't think that it did anything wonderful, and it certainly didn't help with my already dry skin. So this one was just a pass for me. So I also have some hair care products. I have 2 bottles of shampoo and a bottle of conditioner. This one was by L'Oreal, and it was their Ever Pure line, so it's sulfate free, and it was a blonde shampoo. I would not repurchase this or recommend it. I didn't find that it really helped with what it claims to help with, which was anti-brassiness. It was actually a really light purple color, so that was kind of odd to me. But yeah, I just didn't think that this was worth it. I know that this can be a cost-effective option, especially when you find good deals at like the drugstore. But just for me, it was a no, so no there. The other one that I had used up is the Garnier Whole Blends, and it's the coconut water and vanilla milk extract. So it's supposed to quench and soften your hair. I do like this line, the Whole Blends line. I've had good experiences with historically, but this one I didn't find that it did a lot for hydrating and nourishing my hair, which is something that I look for a lot because my hair, as you can see, needs to be dyed, first of all, but second of all, it is very dry because I do color treat it, and I didn't find that this particular one did anything. So again, this is actually a really cost-effective option. You can find these on sale at the drugstore, and there's a lot of coupons for these a lot of the time. They're inexpensive at places like Walmart or Target, but this one, it wasn't for me. It wasn't for my exceptionally dry and overprocessed hair. So both of the shampoos I won't repurchase. However, the conditioner, which, again, it's from that Whole Blends line by Garnier, and it's a strengthening conditioner. This is the This is the Ginger Recovery conditioner, and I actually really like this. I thought the scent was really nice, and I thought that it did a good job of conditioning my hair and making it so that my hair stays feeling soft, and that it's easy to brush after I shower, because that's something that I struggle with, is being able to brush through my hair after I finish showering. So this one I did like. It's a cost-effective option, again, at the drugstore, Walmart, TJ Maxx, Target, and there's coupons for it all the time. So this one I actually really enjoyed, and I would repurchase. So the next things that I went through are makeup wipes. I am trying to be a better consumer, a smarter consumer, and making choices that are better for our environment and for our earth. So I'm hoping that in videos to come you will not see 3 packs of these, although any that you see in the future will be bomb dupes and some eco-friendly options. So the 2 like makeup wipes that I tried, I got these by Simple, and these are their micellar cleansing wipes for sensitive skin. I really enjoy these as far as a makeup wipe goes. These are actually my favorite. And, oh my god. I personally do typically purchase drugstore brand makeup wipes just because historically it's something that I went through pretty routinely. These were, so the Simple brand is not a cruelty-free option, so I tried these instead, and these are the Yes To. These are not a bad option. They are drier than with a cleansing balm, so that was a little bit weird, but otherwise they were fine. And Yes To is a cruelty-free brand, so if you're looking for a cruelty-free option that's not. Another product that I got from Yes To were these calming mask removing wipes. They weren't bad. I think it's kind of gimmicky and unnecessarily wasteful to have matte these masks were thicker than the average makeup wipe, so I can see, like, I kind of felt like they were a little big. I have a couple of brow products. Both of these are actually some of my favorite brow products to use. So the first one is the Brow MVP by Fenty Beauty. So I completely used this up. It has a really unique spoolie at the end of it. Looks like that. I really enjoyed this. It's not a cost-effective option by any stretch of the imagination, but I really enjoyed it. So if you're looking for a splurge item for your brows specifically, that has a really, and of course you can't see because I completely used the product up, but it has a very fine point applicator, so I enjoyed that. And I believe had the shade Taupe, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, of course. There's no shade name on here, but I believe I had the Taupe or the blonde option. I'm pretty positive it was Taupe. That's typically where I tend to go. I really enjoyed it. I would probably not buy this again full price just because I think that there's more cost-effective ways of getting the same thing. So unless I could find it on the Fenty website for a discounted price or on the Sephora website when they have a sale or I have a coupon, then I wouldn't repurchase it full price, but I would definitely repurchase it if I could find a sale on it because I really enjoyed this. The other one I really enjoyed is a more cost-effective option, and it's by NYX, and it's the Fill and Fluff, and it's a pomade pencil, which was really unique for me. You can see that there's like barely anything left there. It's to the point where it's like so worn down that it's not worth trying to make it work. And they actually have a very similar, if not the same, spoolie applicator at the end, which I thought was kind of unique because these two products came out around the same time. So like, what are the odds? Obviously, like, they couldn't copy each other because they came out around the same time, so I don't think they could produce it that rapidly. I could be mistaken, but I really enjoyed this one. It is a thicker applicator, and it's a pomade, so that's something to bear in mind. You do have to be very mindful about where you're putting it, and it will slide, and you can maneuver it and manipulate it in a way that you can manipulate a pomade, but it's in pencil form. So I really enjoyed this. I will be repurchasing this, but I'm gonna, again, wait until it's the last brow product I have. I actually got in a BoxyCharm forever ago, and it's Cella Eyebrow Defining Gel in clear. There's nothing wrong with it. The brow gel is not something that I personally feel is a must-have in my beauty kit or in my makeup collection. So there was nothing wrong with this. I think it worked just fine. It lasted me, I would say, probably well over a year. So it was fine, but I also feel like we get to try these types of things in subscription boxes pretty regularly. So it's not this brand. I have a couple of sample size products that I totally used up. So this is the Soleil Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser by Drunk Elephants. What it looks like. I just got a deluxe sample size. I used up the entire thing. There's like a couple of scraps in there. I prefer the one by Pharmacy Beauty. Yes, I prefer their cleansing balm. This one doesn't have a scent to it, which is absolutely fine. So if you're somebody that is sensitive to scent, you might actually prefer this one because it doesn't have that scent. The only thing that I didn't particularly love is that I got like little clumps in this one that I had to like really, really massage out for it to get back to that balm consistency. So I didn't find that the consistency of this product was consistent. But it did a great job of removing my makeup. It did a great job of like really cleansing. The next travel size thing, or like sample size thing I got was the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. This was not my shade, so it looked a little bit silly. I had to mix it. But from what I to set it, it's with a very light coating of powder. I liked it. I'm trying to be more mindful about that. So I think that if I was in need of a matte foundation, I would absolutely purchase this one in a I'm glad that I got this deluxe sample size so that I could try the product more than once to be able to make an informed decision for my skin. The last little sample size I got is this teensy little packet, and it's the Pores Be Gone Matte Primer with Fig Extract from First Aid Beauty. I did try this a couple of times. I would not purchase this. going for. So this was a no for me. I have other products by First. It's the IGK First Class Charcoal Detox Dry Shampoo. It's almost too much. It made my hair really snarly. It did do a good job of like absorbing the oil, but it made my hair like almost like unmanageable at the roots. So I have very fine, thin, damaged hair, as you can see. So for me, this just was not the dry shampoo that this is some toothpaste. A little random, but I thought it kind of went with this. And this is the Gum Detoxify toothpaste by Crest. I got this actually free at my dentist's office up at Aspen Dental. They were giving it away, so I grabbed a bottle, and it was fine. It was fine. I prefer a whitening toothpaste, so I'm glad that I was able to try this out, but I will stick to whitening toothpastes in the future because I feel like they may help me maintain and improve the whiteness of my teeth, whereas this perhaps did a great job of like cleansing my gums. I didn't really notice a humongo difference, to be perfectly honest, but I thought that this is a product that everybody raves about and that I couldn't stand. But I digress. So this setting spray was like largely raved about. The original is largely raved about by beauty vloggers on YouTube and Instagram. So this was the first time I had ever tried the original. I guess it's not technically the original because it has the strawberry scent, but it did not do well for my skin. I felt like, yeah, it gave my skin a bit of a dew, but it was also like sticky. And it was just all around like very unpleasant. The other thing, and I'm not sure, yeah, you can see, is that this applicator was faulty. It like leaks everywhere, not great. So I think that's a me thing, and that's okay. But for me, this strawberry scent was very, very annoying. It smells like it's something from childhood. You know what? And then it's stinky, and everything smears. So for me, this was a hard pass. No. So we'll finish the video off with a strong end, things that I really enjoyed. This one is seemingly very random, but I have cat litter boxes all throughout. They are the Johnny litter box liners.